Devon had always been a curious and adventurous person. So when he heard a rumor that Santa Claus was in trouble and needed help delivering presents, he knew he had to do something. Determined to lend a hand to the jolly old man, Devon set out on a journey to find Santa and see what he could do to help. As he packed his bags and prepared for the trip, he couldn't shake the feeling of excitement and anticipation that filled his heart. He knew that this would be a journey unlike any other, and he couldn't wait to see where it would take him. Leaving his cozy home in Colorado behind, Devon made his way to California, where he boarded a cruise ship bound for Alaska. As the ship sailed through the icy waters, Devon couldn't help but feel a sense of excitement and wonder at the thought of what lay ahead. He had never been to Alaska before, and the prospect of exploring such a vast and remote region filled him with a sense of adventure and possibility. As the days passed and the ship drew closer to its destination, Devon couldn't shake the feeling that he was on the verge of something great. He knew that finding Santa and helping him deliver presents would be no easy task, but he was determined to see it through to the end. And so, with a fierce determination and a heart full of hope, Devon set out on his quest to find Santa and lend a helping hand to the jolly old man. After a long and arduous journey across the frozen tundra of Alaska, Devon finally caught sight of the North Pole on the horizon. As he drew closer, he could see the faint glow of Santa's workshop in the distance, beckoning him forward. With a burst of energy, Devon picked up the pace and made his way towards the workshop. As he approached, he could hear the sound of laughter and the clattering of tools coming from inside. Eager to see what was going on, Devon pushed open the door and stepped inside. The workshop was a bustling, chaotic scene, with elves of all shapes and sizes rushing about, preparing for the busiest night of the year. In the center of it all, Santa himself was hard at work, checking lists and overseeing the preparations. As Devon watched in amazement, Santa looked up and caught sight of him. "Ah, so you're the one who's come to help me deliver presents. Well, you're just in time. I could use a pair of strong, willing hands to help me get everything ready for tonight. Are you ready to lend a hand?" With a smile on his face and a sense of excitement in his heart, Devon nodded eagerly. He knew that this was going to be the adventure of a lifetime, and he was ready to embrace it with open arms. With a sense of purpose and determination, Devon quickly set to work, lending a hand to Santa and the elves as they loaded up the sleigh with presents. Despite the frenzied pace of the workshop, Devon found himself enjoying every moment of it. He had always loved the holiday season, and being able to help Santa bring joy and cheer to so many people was truly a dream come true. After the sleigh was loaded and everything was ready, Santa invited Devon to join him for a cup of hot chocolate before they set out on their journey. As they sat by the warm fire, sipping their cocoa and chatting about their plans for the night, Devon felt a sense of camaraderie and belonging that he had never experienced before. He knew that this was going to be a night to remember, and he couldn't wait to see what the future held. As the night fell and the moon rose high in the sky, Santa and Devon climbed aboard the sleigh and set out on their journey. With a hearty ho, 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 and a shake of the reins, they took off into the darkness, their hearts full of joy and their minds set on delivering happiness to every corner of the world. It was going to be a long night, but Devon knew that it was going to be worth it. He was on an adventure with Santa, and nothing could stop them now. As Santa and Devon traveled from house to house and city to town, delivering toys and presents to all the good boys and girls, they formed a strong bond that would last a lifetime. Despite the frenzied pace of their journey, they found time to laugh and joke together, sharing stories and anecdotes that kept them both smiling and happy. One of Devon's favorite moments came when he told Santa a Christmas-themed joke he had heard. "Why did the snowman go to the doctor?" Devon asked with a grin. "I don't know, why?" Santa replied, his eyes twinkling with mirth. "Because he had a cold," Devon exclaimed, and both he and Santa burst out laughing. As the night wore on and the miles fell away, Devon couldn't help but feel a sense of joy and happiness that he had never known before. He had always loved the holiday season, but this year, with Santa by his side, it felt extra special. He knew that he would always look back on this night with fond memories, and he was grateful to have had the opportunity to be a part of it. As the dawn began to break and their journey came to an end, Devon felt a sense of accomplishment and pride that he had never known before. Together, he and Santa had brought joy and cheer to countless people all over the world, and it was a feeling that he would always treasure. As they said their goodbyes and headed back to the North Pole, Devon knew that he would always look back on this adventure with a smile on his face and a heart full of love. As the sleigh touched down in front of Devon's house, he couldn't help but feel a sense of sadness at the thought of their journey coming to an end. However, Santa had one last surprise for him. "Devon, my boy, I can't thank you enough for all of your help tonight," Santa said, a warm smile on his face. "You have proven yourself to be a true friend and an invaluable member of my team. And so, I have a special gift for you." With a flourish, Santa presented Devon with a small, intricately carved wooden box. As Devon opened it, he saw that it contained a beautiful golden key with the initials SC inscribed on it. "What is this for?" Devon asked, confusion etched on his face. "This key will allow you to come and visit me at the North Pole anytime you like," Santa explained. "And, if you'd like, you can even join me on my deliveries every year. I would be honored to have you by my side, Devon. What do you say?" Devon's face lit up with joy at the thought of being able to help Santa every year. "I would be delighted to join you, Santa," he said, grinning from ear to ear. "Thank you for this amazing gift. I promise to take good care of my friends and to help you for as long as I can." Santa clapped Devon on the back and gave him a warm hug. "I knew I could count on you, Devon. You are a true friend, and I am grateful to have you by my side. Until next year, my boy." With a final wave and a hearty ho, 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 Santa climbed aboard his sleigh and took off into the night sky, leaving Devon standing in front of his house with a heart full of love and a sense of excitement for what the future held. It had been an incredible journey, and Devon knew that it was one he would never forget.